Welcome, welcome, welcome all. Tonight, we want to learn something that will push us forward in our business because we are all entrepreneurs and our target is to build business empires. You build a business that will give you good residual income and take care of you so that you don't have to work forever. And I will go straight. Perhaps for the people who just joined us, I know every single day we get new people joining the International Superstars team. So I don't want to assume that I'm known by everyone. Josphat Kariuki is my name, married to Pieros Cherotich, and between us, we are blessed with 4 children. We've been in the business now for 14 years, 14 years. And of course, this business found us when we were working as employees. But thanks to God that we were able to spot this opportunity that has helped us to reach to levels that we would not have reached through employment. And whenever I am mentoring new people, I love sharing some of the things that I'll be sharing tonight. Because if you do what successful people have done to succeed, then you are also going to succeed. With that introduction, allow me to take the topic for the day. That is positioning yourself for greater traction. Traction is where you're able to attract more people, clients, prospects, so that your business can move faster. We are in an industry where our focus is basically touching people's lives. And by the way, the success of your business is directly measured by how many people you have touched, how many people you've impacted positively. The bigger that number, the bigger your bonus. So when we talk of positioning yourself for great attraction, we are saying that really success in our business is not something you really work for out there, but something you attract by this way you think, the person you've become, and it's more of you. That's why two people will start business, same products, same company, and one will succeed big time. The other one might not achieve anything. So it's not the compensation plan. It's not the model. It is basically the individuals. And there are many facts that we can talk about around that. One of them is that people will join or leave you as a person. They will not join or leave the team or the company. Now, when you know that fact and truth, you want to really position yourself in a manner that guarantees you of success. And I'll be sharing 5 quick things that we need to really capture and work on if we are to really be very successful and build a business empire. How many of us in this call would love to build such a huge empire that is capable of generating, say, an income in the tune of 1 million per month? Right? That might not be in a month or 2 or 3, not in a year, maybe not even 2 years, but say even 2 to 5 years. Okay? You can see people are possessing that by confessing it. Yes, stone, faith. By the way, that is part of what we'll be discussing. Yes, Mike. That is part of what we'll be discussing. Because if you think you can, then you will. If you think you can't, then you won't. Simple things there. Yes, everyone is saying, I would love to build that kind of business. And so I'll share 5 quick things that perhaps have helped me to build such a business. And the very first one is, if you have a pen and notebook, number 1, use a vision that is beyond yourself. Use a vision that is beyond yourself. What do we mean by a vision? It is what you really want to accomplish through this business. For many people, everything revolves around themselves. If I asked you, honestly, what you want to achieve, most likely you'll tell me of that beautiful machine, of that beautiful home, of the school you want to take your children. Now, that should not really be the vision. Those are outcomes of your vision. How do you drive that machine? How do you travel all over the world? How do you have, financial freedom? How do you achieve all these things? Then the vision should be beyond yourself. It should encompass other people. That is what I mean. For example, I was just thinking about these kind of visions. Think about something like empowering thousands of other people, impacting lives of thousands of other people, one man at a time, building the best team in the world, a team of entrepreneurs. You can now start thinking about those kind of visions. And what happens is when you come up with a vision that includes any other person who will be joining your team, then they will buy that vision as their own and they will run with it. And that is how you achieve all the other things. Zig Ziglar tells us that if you can help enough people to get what they want, then you will automatically get what you want. So let's be guided by that. Now, think about our mission as a team, Superstars team, to help individuals start their own businesses so that they can enjoy financial freedom, travel around the world, and enjoy a better lifestyle. That's our simple mission statement. Now, that mission has nothing to do with myself or you. It's about other people out there who want to join us. So our mission is to touch their lives. And so they will be so easily attracted to be part of the team because the mission is not about us, but about them. And everyone who joins your business, they ask themselves one question: what is in it for me? What am I going to benefit? Human beings, that is how they think. They reason in terms of I, me, and myself. And so your mission should go beyond that so that they can find something that will benefit from your business. And that vision should be very clear and easily understood, well articulated, not struggling to remember it. If you have a vision that even yourself you are struggling to remember what it is, then it will be very difficult for other people out there to capture it. That no wonder the Bible, those who believe in the Bible, no wonder the Bible, tells us to write the vision in big letters so that whoever sees it runs. So it causes action. A vision that causes action. Easy to capture, well written, well articulated, and involving other people. So that is number one. Okay, can we go to number two? Number two is be sincerely interested, not just interesting. Be sincerely interested, not just interesting. Interested with others. Interested in helping others. You see, when you are sharing business opportunity with a friend, you are either interested with what you are going to get or interested with what they are going to get. You're interested in helping them to achieve their need. And how will they know that you are really interested in helping them? How you verbalize whatever you are telling them and how you listen to their needs, right? Note this. Superstars, when you meet people out there, the first thing you want to do before you even start sharing anything with them is to identify their needs. So when you start asking the power questions, you remember the power questions and the form, FORM, that guides you on the kind of questions you should ask people out there. Something like family. When you ask them about their family, they are going to really tell you quite a lot that will help you to understand where they are coming from and maybe if there is a need right in their family. If you ask them about their occupation, their work, their job, they are either likely to tell you how excited they are or how bored they are, how tired they are, how they feel like quitting, how they feel they are oppressed, how they wish that they can get an additional source of income. Now, all those things, if you are good in listening, they are definitely telling you more about their needs. So when you are now opening your mouth to talk to them, you are not talking about yourself, but about how they can meet those needs. Very important. So be sincerely interested in helping them. Don't just be interesting. I mean, don't just make them feel like, wow, you are very good in talking and, you know, those kind of things. Oh, wow, you've really achieved so much. I wish I were like you. No. Even if you are to talk about yourself, it is just when you are trying to show them that you are just like them. For example, if they tell you, I feel so tired every single day, you may tell them, I used to feel exactly that way until someone shared with me the power of provitality, for example. Now, you've talked about yourself, but really, it is in the line of helping them to solve the challenge of always being tired. Okay? I am so much pressed financially, I don't know what to do. You tell them, a few years ago, I was actually almost depressed because of financial stress. You're talking about yourself, but you're helping them to relate with you. So that now, as you offer a solution, they can listen because they've connected with you. So be altruistic. Be altruistic. Altruistic is the opposite of being selfish, just thinking about yourself. But now you are talking of think about them honestly, not pretending, but honestly thinking about their needs. So now what that helps us to do is this. When I bring on board Lydia Mwesa into the business, I will wholeheartedly work with Lydia to make sure that she succeeds. And my joy will only be to see her succeed, just to use Lydia as an example. That is being altruistic. I'll listen to her. I'll offer her solutions on how she can build her business. I will try to understand her challenges and be a solution giver. Can we go to number 3? And this is a skill or a set of skills that you really must master. So number 3 is prepare before reaching out to people. Take time to prepare. At times when you are new in the business, you just hit the road, running. You even don't know, if I'm asked this or that question, how should I respond? So prepare before reaching out to people out there. We are not saying that you become a professor, that you master everything, no, but have some idea of what you should say when you ask the very basic questions. So for example, in prospecting new people, be ready to answer questions like, 1, they might ask you, what do you do? as you interact with the new people out there, they are likely to ask you, what do you do? Of course, you also ask them, you might even be the first one to ask them what they do, and they'll tell you, I am an employee of XYZ, and then they'll ask you, and what do you do? That question, if you have not prepared yourself on how to answer it, then you are likely to lose that prospect, someone that would have perhaps joined your business and you work together. I've just told you what our mission is as a team. So if anyone asked you as a superstar, and what do you do, Jabi? The answer is just on your fingertips. We help individuals to start their own business so that they can achieve financial freedom, travel around the world, and enjoy a better lifestyle. You may add something like, so we provide mentorship and the best strategies, but if you would be interested, I can invite you for a simple meeting that will explain to you the details of how that works. But you already answered the question in an attractive way. Remember, we are talking about positioning yourself for greater traction. By the time you are leaving or you're parting with that friend, that person you've just met, they should be yearning for another meeting with you. So they should even be the ones reminding you. Of course, as a smart entrepreneur, you don't wait for them to remind you, you remind them. Other questions could be actually in form of objections. What people confuse for rejection. An objection is a very good point to be. An objection is like, is it a pyramid? What you've just talked about, is it a pyramid? Especially after the presentation. That is when our objections arise. Is it a pyramid? And you know, they are genuine. Perhaps they've been part of a business that was not a real business, it was a scam. So they are genuinely asking you that question. If you are not prepared, you will start attacking them, being very offended. Do you think I can be part of a pyramid? I mean, look at me. Am I the caliber? No. That way now you lose on them. Okay. You should take that as a very positive thing. When they ask you, is it a pyramid scheme? Tell them, oh, by the way, 14 years ago, when I got to hear about the opportunity, that is exactly what came into my mind first, because I had to be very curious and careful rather, because you know you can easily lose money in this world of ours. So now, every time someone brings an objection, instead of opposing it, first join them, be on their side so that you remain friends. And then now, after that, you tell them what you found. We call it find, or rather felt, found, you know, and find. So what you felt and what you found. They will start by telling you what they feel. You tell them that you felt the same, and then you found. So feel, felt, found. Maybe someone can chat down there those ones in that order so that you always remember. Feel, felt, found. All right, just to check whether I have students in the class. Feel, felt, found. And I explain further, or I rewind on what that means. Feel, felt, found. Do I have anyone in class? Just chatting those three words there. Then I explain more what I mean. Feel, felt, found. Feel, felt, found. Okay, yeah. Lydia Mosa is the fastest in typing. She's a young girl. Feel, felt, found. This is a powerful way of handling objections in any business. Where you first, when they tell you what they feel, you tell them that you felt the same way, and then you don't stop at that. You tell them what you found. Simple. Okay, so let's go back to that objection of, is it a pyramid? They are telling you that they feel like it could be a pyramid. What do you tell them? I felt the same when it was first presented to me. Then what did you find? But I found that they have very powerful products that are extremely helpful to human beings. And that the company has been in, currently it's in over 57 countries. So I knew it cannot be a pyramid. They have stood the test of time, 66 years, over 66 years. So that's how you handle that. What other objections are you likely to encounter? I don't have time. I don't have time. I'm too busy. I don't have time for anything else. I don't have time for the business. So they are telling you they feel that they will not have time to build the business. What do you tell them? I felt the same because I had a full-time job that was really taking my time. Also family. You know, I wondered where I could get more time from. So you've told them what you also felt. You felt the same. But I found out that, in essence, if I could manage my time in a better way, so that I work for the 8 hours I should, and I sleep for the 8 hours that I should, the remaining 8 hours, I can be able to secure, say, 2-3 hours in a day, or even 1 hour. And that is exactly what I did. And my life has totally changed. So you join them so that as you give them the solution, they are with you. They are saying yes, yes, yes. In fact, you should never start addressing an objection before you see your prospects nodding affirmatively. Oh, okay. All right. There are many objections. I don't know how to sell. That's another one. I don't know how to sell. Don't start reprimanding them. Tell them, I also felt the same, that I can never sell because I had never sold anything. My trainings are in the line of physics, maths, computer science. And actually, I knew I can never sell. But then I discovered that Superstars team has a very smart system of working. So that even if I'm not good in sales, I am still able to build the business. In any case, they have trainings. And the trainings have really helped me to become a good entrepreneur. Okay. With your permission, can I go to number 4? Would I want to finish the next 3 minutes? Number 4 is be smart in and out. This is what I mean. Be smart in and out. In is in terms of knowledge. Out is in terms of outlook. We are talking of positioning yourself for greater traction. 2 people, one looks like a CEO, the other one looks like a thug. Who do you follow if they told you they have a good business? Automatically the CEO. So how you look matters. People look at your outlook first before they even listen to what you have to tell them. So deliberately look smart. I didn't say look expensive. Deliberately look smart. Before you get out of your house, pass through a mirror and confirm that you look the way you really would have loved to look. Okay? But then in terms of being smart in, that is where you prioritize learning the game. You cannot succeed in something that you are not good at. So we are saying learn the basics of your business. If it's about the products, have some knowledge. You don't have to be a professor, but have some basic knowledge about the key products. It's about how to build the business. We have things to do with using the product, sharing the opportunity, and training. Make sure you really understand those basics. That knowledge is very important. And that takes me to point number 5 and the last one. As we talk about being smart in, let me mention number 5, very critical factor that you must consider. And that is develop people skills. Oh my, of all the skills that will put you ahead of the rest is developing people skills. How to communicate with people, how to talk with people, how to make sure that people feel very comfortable to be with you. One thing that comes into my mind every time I think of people skills, and people lack this big time, is emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence, friends, is the ability to master and control your own emotions and the emotions of others. I repeat, that ability to manage and master your own emotions and emotions of others is emotional intelligence. So that, for example, when you go out there and you're interacting with people and they talk all sorts of things, you don't allow what they are saying to affect your own emotions. So you manage your emotions. You are not easily upset by what they tell you. If they tell you the business doesn't work, you don't have to be mad. Have emotional intelligence, control your own emotion. If you must cry, don't cry in their presence. Go to a washroom and cry from there. I mean, but it's not just about your own emotions. Also, whatever you do, make sure that you don't hurt their emotions. Your talk, your behavior should be that which will portray, for lack of a better word, maturity as an entrepreneur. So emotional intelligence, very, very, very critical. Another aspect of developing people's skills, and this is very simple yet very much ignored, is active listening. How far do you go in terms of relating with the people if you are not actively listening to them? You know, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen as twice as we talk. Unfortunately, many people talk as twice as they listen. In fact, what I've come to realize is that many people, when you are talking with them, instead of listening, they are busy thinking about what they will tell you, so that they don't even hear what you are telling them. And did you know, if you do that to somebody, they are very likely to know it, that you are not even listening to them, you're just preparing to respond. And guess what? When you are responding to them, you will not have substance because you never listened first. I would rather not even think about how I will respond. And I critically and keenly listen to what you are saying. Because once I understand what you are saying, then automatically I'll get a good way of responding. And there are some ways you show, you prove to the people you are listening to that you are actually listening. One of them, which I think is easy and doable for anyone, is to paraphrase what they said. At least you mention something about what they said. For example, if you are talking to me, telling me how tough your job has been, you are getting out very late, you are so tired, you feel you are overused, then before I start telling you about, oh, would you be interested to have a look at an opportunity that will set you free financially and in terms of time freedom, before I go to that, I can first quote some of the things you've just said. For example, now you've told me you are working for long hours. Would you love to have a look at an opportunity that can help you with time, to have time freedom? So the person I'm talking to will first be able to know that I was listening to them. Okay. And of course, nodding as they talk. You should be nodding affirmatively so that you're encouraging them that what they are saying is important. Sometimes it might not be very important, but when you have people skills, you have to go that direction. So active listening, dear friends. Ask questions, but listen carefully so that you're able to respond and give solutions. And the third and the last aspect of developing people skills is having empathy. Every single human being have feelings. So when you empathize with them, they love you, they feel secure with you, they connect with you. So if they tell you, you know, I have worked for 30 years and I'm still broke, empathize with them. Don't ridicule them. Don't laugh at them. You said for 30 years and you have nothing. No, now if you do that, sure, you'll hurt their feeling and they will not be very excited to engage with you anymore. You don't meet with someone who is struggling and you make them to feel more pain directly. In fact, there is a psychological way of doing it. For example, if I know you are struggling financially and I want you to be part of this opportunity that will help you, I will tell you of my story, the way I was really struggling, something like this. You know, after working for almost 10 years as a full-time lecturer in the university, I had absolutely nothing to show for it. And it pained me so much. And I knew even if I work for another 10 years, that is 20, and another 10 years, that is 30, I will not have achieved anything. So you see, I'm talking about myself, but really, I'm talking to you. That if you have worked for 10 years and you don't have anything, even in the next 10 years, you might not have anything. But then, I am not attacking you directly because I wouldn't show empathy by so doing. Ladies and gentlemen, those are the 5 things I would encourage each one of us to consider mastering, and you'll have positioned yourself at a point where you can be able to attract so many people every single day as you interact with anyone, all levels of people. Use a vision that is beyond yourself. Be sincerely interested in them. Don't just be interesting. Prepare well before you reach out to people out there. Be smart in and out, and develop people skills. Emotional intelligence, active listening, and having empathy with them. Those are things that will help us to fast track our business and get to another whole new level. So let's go for it, guys. We are very lucky to have a business that we can share with the world out there. Remember, your success is a direct measure of how many people you have touched out there. So let's go for it. And God bless you so much as you do that. I want to now go to the second session, and that is the recognition. Just a minute.